Hey everybody, welcome to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. So for this week's reading, we're going to do a pick a card. So we've got 3 different cards here. You want to focus on each card, figure out which one spirit is drawing you to, or your intuition is drawing you to, and decide. This week's topic is going to be, we're just going to take an overall look at what's happening in your life, okay? And whatever spirit wants to talk to you about, whatever is going to be coming up that they want to draw your attention to. So we're going to look at these cards first. We're going to clarify. Then afterwards, I will get some tarot, all right? And then we're going to take a look at your past, present, and future. And then after that, we're going to get some messages from your person, okay? So I'm just going to give you a little time to look at each card, decide which one is for you, and then the timestamps will be in the comments or the pinned comment up under the video so that you'll know where to go to get to each group, okay? Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. If you chose card number 1, group number 1, this is your group, okay? All right, so let's take a look at the card that was here that you chose. It's called the Soul's Journey Lessons card. Let's turn it around and see what it is. So it says loneliness. It says, I know that I am never alone. Okay? So I feel like with this card, what Spirit is talking about is just maybe, those of you who are wanting to be in a love relationship, you may be going through a period of time right now where you feel lonely. You may be going through a hermit mode where there's some things that you need to clear up within yourself before you can move to a relationship. There may be some of you that are already in a relationship and you're pulling this card of loneliness, okay? I'm going to pull the book or open the book and take a look and see what else it has to say. Okay. So, loneliness. I know that I am never alone. This card has come to you because you must be reminded that there is a difference between being lonely and being alone. Feelings of loneliness originate from a sense of not appreciating the most important person in your life, you. If solitude seems like an affliction, you need to work on creating a healthy relationship with yourself. Only then will you attract others who will nurture your soul. If you don't develop a healthy relationship with yourself first, you will only draw unhealthy relationships to you. To create a healthy, positive relationship with yourself, you must begin to feel worthy of love. The pessimism of this physical dimension can affect your self-esteem if you don't have the strong conviction that you are valuable and meaningful. Don't view solitude as a weakness. It is merely your soul telling you that it's time to do some inner work and reevaluate your path before you start to shine. As you sit in the silence of your soul, you will realize that your spirit family, teachers, and guides are with you. You are never alone. Okay, so Spirit is telling you to not look at this time of you being alone or feeling alone, to not look at it in a negative way. Like the book is saying, there's a difference between being lonely and being alone. And so there are going to be times in our life when we need to go through these periods, these hermit periods, because we need to take a look at ourselves and, like I said, fix things within ourselves before we can move on to something with someone else. Because remember, everyone is a mirror. So if we're constantly pulling in unhealthy relationships or having unhealthy situations with the people around us, it's time to take a look at ourselves. Like I said, we all like to point the finger, okay? Because I do it too. I used to do it a lot, point the finger, but you have to realize when you do that, you got 3 fingers pointing back at you, and you have to look at the part you played in whatever's going on, okay? So it's not to say that whatever someone else is doing to you should be something that you disregard and that it doesn't mean anything, but it's how you are identifying with yourself. That is how you're going to receive the people in your life. That's going to be the role you play out, okay? So if you have an identity that says, people mistreat you and, people all your relationships are unhealthy, it's you always giving and the other people are taking and no one takes you seriously, that's what you're going to start to see play out in your life, or that's what's going to play out in your life. So you've got to decide that you're going to identify a different way. That's what they mean when they say on, other channels, change your story, start to tell yourself a different story. So whereas you've been saying, you may have been saying, I'm alone because I feel like I can't trust anyone, change it, turn it around and say, I'm alone because I'm working on myself and, preparing myself to, magnetize the people who I'm going to be able to trust, the relationships where, they're going to be healthy, the reciprocal relationships where it's not just a one-way street where I am receiving just as much as I'm giving. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. We're going to use the Divine Love Oracle to clarify. 3 cards for group number 1, please. Okay. Okay, so we got 3 cards that fell. And the first one we're going to take a look at is vulnerability. It says the situation is challenging someone to take the risk to be emotionally available and open. Okay, so this could be a situation where, as I just said, you may have shut down and feel like you can't trust people and don't want to be vulnerable because of past hurt, things that you've gone through, because we've all gone through things. You don't move through this life and come through it unscathed. Okay, you have lessons that you may need to learn, things that you have to know in order to get to the next level. And I feel like Spirit is saying that you may feel alone, you may have cut yourself off emotionally from other people because of the things that have happened to you in the past. But if you want the type of relationship that I feel like you want, group 1, where, there's someone doting on you, someone who loves you, cares for you, who has your back, who is loyal, all those things that we want in a relationship, it's going to require you to open yourself up emotionally. You're going to have to learn how to trust. You're going to have to forgive the things that have happened in the past. I mean, it's up to you to decide what you want to do. If you still want to hang on to that, it's not going to, the things that people have done to you in the past, it's not going to enable you to be emotionally available and open. Okay. I don't know, for those of you who've watched me, my channel over the years, I used to be someone who held a lot of grudges. Okay. And it got to the point at one point in my life where I felt like all the grudges, all the crap I was holding onto was like literally choking me. I felt like I couldn't even swallow. There was so much crap. So I had to start unpacking all those things and going through those emotions. Nobody wants to go through the emotions. Nobody wants to do this stuff. But in order for you to clear your energy out so that you can bring in the type of people that you want to have in your life, it's going to require you to unpack some things, and you may have to sit in some feelings that, are uncomfortable so that you can get to the next level. But this is about loving yourself enough, because I remember the loneliness card was talking about that, about putting your relationship with yourself first. It has to come first because everyone's a reflection of you. Okay. And there are things that sometimes we put out into the universe, or energy that we put out into the universe, we don't even realize because it's coming from a subconscious level that, it's attracting things that are unhealthy for us. But it's because we've never consciously examined it and done things to heal it so that we can remain open. Okay. All right. So second card we've got is spiritual work. It says much work is to be done on an individual, spiritual, and soul level. So this could be, you may be going through a dark night of the soul, a spiritual awakening with this card. The reason why I say dark night of the soul is because the card is black. The color it's drawing me to this, this color. And then the amethyst on this card, amethysts, are a lot, have a lot to do with like healing. Okay. So there's some spiritual work you're going to need to do. You're going to have to clear some things out of your energy in order to be prepared for the next person that comes into your life. Or if you're in a relationship, to fix what's going on in your current relationship, because you have to be the change. You can't expect, yourself to stay the same and everybody else around you to change, because as I said, they're only mirroring, they're only reflecting back to you the energy you're putting out, whether it's consciously or unconsciously or subconsciously. Okay, then we've got romantic proposal. It says a lover will make a heartfelt love offer to express their feelings and desires for you. So this is good news here. But what you have to remember is, we not only want to work on manifesting the things that we want in our life, but we also want to work on being able to sustain those things in our life, to keep them in our lives. And if you see people, or you've been in a situation where you've been trying to manifest something into your life, and it just goes back and forth. It's like 1 minute it's there, the next minute it's gone, or it's a person that's in and out of your life. A lot of times it has to do with the way your energy is being put forth into the universe. Because if it's wobbly, and it's back and forth, and you're thinking back and forth, and you can't, make a decision, or it's hard for you to hold, your knowing or your energy and keep it streamlined so that you're able to pull in what it is you want into your life. If it's wobbly, it's going to reflect that. Okay. If you feel insecure about certain things, that's going to be reflected back to you. So I feel like, Spirit is saying that there is a romantic proposal coming, but in order for you to have this romantic proposal work out the way that you're wanting it to, it's going to require vulnerability, and for you to work on yourself on a spiritual level. And it's about how you're identifying. Okay. There are many different ways you can work on yourself. If you want to know more about it, we can talk about it in a future video. But there are many different ways you can do this. And I feel like this loneliness card, it reminds me of the Hermit, and that this is just a phase you're going through that you need to go through in order to get to romantic proposal. I feel like this is like a math problem. Like, it's vulnerability plus spiritual work equals romantic proposal. Okay? All right. Now we're going to move on to the next phase of the reading. Okay. So the overall energy we have is the High Priestess. So it's saying meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desire. This is not the time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom you receive. So I feel like with the High Priestess card, what Spirit is telling you is this is about you learning how to use your intuition in order to navigate through this situation. Okay. Because we know that you're working on, not that one. You're doing spiritual work, right? On a soul level, in order for you to move through to, like I said, the next phase of your life. And so with the High Priestess, that's where the spiritual work and everything is going to take place within. And I feel like this is just the High Priestess is telling you more, just putting that, highlighting it, and letting you know that, it's going to be a lot of inner work that needs to be done. Because with the Magician, you are trying to manifest this romantic proposal, manifest getting your love life together. But other areas of your love life other areas of your life have to be worked on. The balance has to occur first. Okay. So we've got justice. This is about you wanting, I feel like, justice and being able to manifest your love life. Okay. And for a lot of you, there may be a choice that you're going to have to make. Okay. You may be at a crossroads. You may have to choose between more than one person. We've talked about this a lot. For some of you, there was a situation where you were heartbroken. Okay. But if you look behind you, you have two offers here. There's two different cups that are being offered, or this could symbolize the Two of Cups for some of you. All right. Okay. Let me clarify the High Priestess. Okay. So we've got the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, this is an air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. With the Knight of Swords, I feel like this is talking about, for some of you, you may be needing to end a relationship in order to, be alone, not lonely, but alone, in order to do this spiritual work, so that the next, like I said, the next person, or the person that you're really wanting to be, or the type of person you're really wanting to be with, shows up. This could be for some of you that the old person goes away, you do your work, and then they come back and they're different. And they're going to be different based on how you're showing up. Okay? All right. So we're going to take a look at the past, present, and then the future. Okay? Because you can't see the future right now. On camera, I mean. Okay. So in the past, look, there's the Two of Cups that I told you. For some of you, this may be this Two of Wands may have to do with the Two of Cups situation. I told you that, just a few seconds ago. So we've got the Two of Cups, then we have the Ace of Cups here, and we've got the Four of Cups. So I feel like in the past, there was a coming together of two people. For some of you, this could have been a wish, all right? And wanting to have a, brand new long-term relationship for some of you. For others of you, you were wanting to come together with someone in order to rekindle a romance. So for some of you, this is about a past life love, or not past life necessarily, but a past love, or for some of you, it could have been a past life love, because anything that I say during the reading, it's something Spirit wants you to know, or it wouldn't come out of my mouth. Okay. All right. So for some reason, the relationship didn't work out in the past, because we've got this Four of Cups here. So the Four of Cups can talk about, feeling like let down or disappointed by a relationship that you thought would work and ended up not working. And then for some of you, it could have been a third party situation, because I do see Three Cups lined up here. And the person sitting under the tree, I feel like it symbolizes you. And it is talking about, I feel like the focus in the past had been on whatever was going on in this situation with the Three Cups. Okay. And so this can talk about also for some of you, like I said, not only disappointment, but feeling like your love life hasn't worked out the way that you've been wanting it to, or your life in general hasn't worked out the way that you've wanted it to. But as I said, it has to do with the story you're telling yourself. Are you just alone, or are you lonely? Okay, that's an example. Okay, so currently what is happening is we've got you focusing on trying to do what it is that you love. Okay, you may be jumping into some new area of study. Okay, because with the Page of Pentacles, it's also talking about good news when it comes to your career, promotion, scholarships, that type of thing. Okay, Spirit is saying that this is the most important thing. This is what you're focusing on right now, is this Page of Pentacles. So it's an earth sign, or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And it's talking about, you jumping into new things. It can also speak of, on the love end, you wanting to start over either with someone new, or to start over with this person from the past that's represented by the Two of Cups here. Because the Two of Cups is representing you coming together with someone where, because for some readers, this is the twin flame card. It's not the twin flame card for me, but it could represent that. And it could also, just represent you having this fundamental wish to be with someone who is going to treat you the way you deserve to be treated. And I feel like you were dreaming of that and it didn't occur, because maybe there was someone there in the way with that third cup. Okay. All right. So like I said, the most important part of this situation is that I feel like now you're focusing more on yourself, which is what Spirit is, Spirit's advice to you is to focus on yourself. Okay. Because the card that we've got of what's coming right now in the present moment, we've got the Knight of Wands. So this talks about someone taking a risk. So you may be taking a risk and a new field, a new area of study, a new career. This is primarily a love reading, but sometimes we get, money things that come in and, career things that come in as well. So someone's going to be taking a risk. This could be you taking a risk to go towards someone new, or it could be trying to rekindle the old. For others of you, this is, the other person coming towards you. Okay? All right, let me clarify that. Okay, Knight of Wands. Okay, so we've got the Death card. So this is Scorpio energy. And, death is all about transformations, okay? About an ending happening in your life so that you can have a new beginning. So for some of you, this is, you letting go of something old in favor of something new. And for others of you, you may be having an ending with someone old in order to have a new beginning with that same person, okay, after the transformation occurs. Because once you start to transform yourself, the other person, the other people in your energy, have to transform as well because they're reflections of you, okay? All right. So when it comes to the future, we've got 3 cards. We have the 6 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, and then we have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. There's a warning for Spirit, first of all, that, you may be trying to overdo it. You may be working too hard, okay? And you have to find a way to bring balance into your life, because if you're wanting to have a healthy relationship or something healthy come from what has happened in the past, it's going to require you to learn how to, give everything, not necessarily an equal amount of time, but to, bounce it out as much as you can, okay? Because we've got you moving forward with the 6 of Swords and focusing on learning a new career or, delving more into this subject that you're studying that's being represented by the Page of Pentacles. But you have to make sure that even though you're going into something new, you want to be successful and have an amazing career, you have to learn how to balance this all out, okay? Because you're coming out of these rough waters here into calmer waters with the 6 of Swords. And, in order for you to continue to remain on calm waters or in calm waters, you're going to have to learn how to balance everything out, okay? That's what it requires. Let me see, is there anything else Spirit wants to tell you about this? Oh, yep. Okay, so we've got the Moon. So the Moon is Cancerian energy. It's also Pisces. And with the Moon, this can talk about, things still being hidden, that there's some things that either that you have to deal with within, okay, that things that haven't come to the light yet. It could be in this situation. There may be some things that are hidden that have to come out. It could be on the other side. It could have to do with these other people here because there's 2 other cups. And with the Moon, this can also just talk about, like hidden feelings, because the Moon, like I said, it can, the Moon is Cancer's planet. And so it can just talk about somebody having deep feelings and, withholding those feelings with the Moon. And I just feel like this is just basically Spirit letting you know that, you're not alone. You've always got spirit guides and angels and, everyone around you. It may feel like at times that you're lonely, but, that you're alone, but you're actually not, okay? I hear that Michael Jackson song, You're Not Alone, in my head. So before you go, I pulled 3 tea leaf cards, and I want to see what else Spirit wanted to tell you about this reading. So the first card says Cracked Cup. It says dissatisfaction with life. I feel like this card is further clarifying this 4 of Cups, where in the recent past you were feeling like you may have lost the magic of life, or because this, maybe with this relationship, you were thinking that this was it. This was the person you were going to spend the rest of your life with. And then you were disappointed because it didn't work out. And so we've got the cracked cup. But you have to take a look at this Ace of Pentacles card here. I feel like this is Spirit telling you that once you start to love yourself and love yourself the way the way we're supposed to, self-actualization, then that's what's going to turn things around for you and allow you to move forward and pull in, if not pull in someone from the past, pull in someone new. Like I said, for some of you, there's going to be a choice. There is definitely going to be a choice you're going to have to make, because we've got the Two of Wands here. And then there was, I keep seeing the 2 cups, and then those 3 cups there. Okay, so the second tea leaf card, it says dog, protection from a powerful friend. So there is someone in your life who's very powerful, who is protecting you. This could be someone who is on the other side. It could be an angel, an ancestor, a spirit guide. But you do have people watching over you. I feel like that ties in again to the loneliness card, where Spirit is telling you, you are never alone, even if it may feel like it. And then the last card is bowl. It says plenty of material things. So with this new career, this job, this, new area of study, I feel like it's going to be very lucrative for you, because the bowl is speaking of, a lot of plenty coming into your life, like kind of like the horn of plenty in Thanksgiving, when we talk about Thanksgiving. Okay, so before you go, we're going to get a message from your person with the Hidden Truth Oracle and see what it is they want to say to you. See what it is they want to tell you. Okay. Get one more. Okay. Okay, so the first card that fell says, I am not available. This could represent your person, feeling like they're not available, because we do have, like I said, the 3 cups here, which is just calling to mind for me, third party. They could be in something with someone else. This could represent you, because we did just talk about emotional availability, vulnerable, needing to be vulnerable. Okay, because it says the situation is challenging someone to take the risk and to be emotionally available and open. This could be your person needing to show up that way in order for this connection to move forward. Okay. Okay. Then we've got, you came closer than anyone. So I feel like, whoever this is, when it comes to not being available and the vulnerability issue, this person wanted to let you in, but whoever this is that's, in the connection with them or involved with them, it could be somebody that they're not even romantically involved with. This could be someone who just has a lot of influence in your person's life. So whoever this person is, I feel like it had a lot to do with the dissatisfaction you experienced in the connection, because they didn't feel safe or secure enough or ready to move forward into a connection with you. And you deserve to be with someone who wants to be with you, okay? Who's able to move heaven and earth to be in a connection with you. That is what you deserve. But you have to know from within, deep down within, on a subconscious level, that that's what you deserve in order for it to show up for you. Okay. Then we've got, I don't react when people mention you. So this person, I feel like, has checked out of this situation. And I feel like Spirit's advice is for you to just move forward. And I feel like that's what you're trying to do, and to whatever these feelings that you have that are buried deep, that are, if they're talking about this person, it's time for you to just do what you can to focus on, letting go of these things so you can move forward, because you have a happy life awaiting you. You just need to, focus on the balance. Okay. All right. So I hope that this helped. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good week, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay. So if you chose group number 2, this is your card and this is your reading. Okay. All right. So we're going to start off by taking a look at this card, and we're going to see what, the overall energy about the, reading is about. And then we're going to clarify this card, and then we'll get into some tarot. Okay. All right. So the card that you chose is peace. And it says, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So I feel like this is a pretty profound statement. This is what I feel like Spirit is letting you know your mission is to realize that you are a being of love, okay? To love yourself and love yourself enough to release all negative energy. So by you doing this, I feel like your world is going to open up. Your love life's going to open up. You're going to have better relationships with people. It's going to be better all around. But you've got to learn how to release the negative energy for that to happen. And sometimes it's, when it comes to situations like this, it's easier said than done, but you can do it. Okay. You can, work on, what it is you need to work on, because everybody has certain things off the top of their head that they know that they need to work on to release negative energy. And one thing that happens when you start to release negative energy is that, your intuition, your spirit will start to show you other things that you need to release as well. So it becomes like a snowball effect. And, before you know it, you'll be in a place of peace. I'm not saying that you won't ever have a bad day, or that life won't have, won't throw things at you that, may seem like obstacles, or may seem like things that knock you down, but you will have the strength to get back up. Okay. As long as you keep releasing all the negative energy. Okay. All right. So now let me clarify. Almost forgot. Okay. So we're going to use the Divine Love Oracle to clarify. So 3 cards for group 2, please. This one? All right. Okay. So we have 3 cards that fell. The first one says transformation. The universe is asking for you both to be open to change. It's inevitable. So this is talking about not only you transforming, but your person. Because in order for the two of you to come together in this connection, whoever it is that you're thinking about, this is who we're talking about. This is going to require both of you to, release some negative energy on both sides of the equation, of the situation. Okay. Then we've got reminiscing. It says someone is secretly thinking and replaying sweet memories of the past. So this may be, for a lot of you, it's coming up as a past person. This could be someone, it doesn't have to be someone that you knew in this lifetime. It could be someone from another lifetime. Okay. And the two of you are coming together again in this lifetime to, finish whatever, it was you started in the past lifetimes, or to, further progress in this lifetime. Okay. But for some of you, this is someone that you've known from the past. Okay. Because it's talking about a transformation for the both of you, for the both of you on both sides, that you have to be open to change. Okay. Then the last card says fantasy. Somebody is living in a fantasy world that does not exist. So this could be a situation that entails obsession. Okay. Either you or your person may be, thinking about this and allowing yourself to fantasize about it. But unless you, work on the things you need to work on, like releasing that negative energy so that you can have this transformation, things are going to, still remain the way that they are. Okay. All right. So I'm going to be back in just a second with the tarot cards. Okay. One moment. Okay. We are back. I have the tarot cards laid out. We've got 9 cards. We're going to look at the the past, what's currently going on, and then the future. I'll have to hold these up because I know it's out of the shot, out of the frame, and you can't see it. Okay. So let's start with the overall energy. Overall energy is the Ten of Swords. So see, this is talking about you leaving, walking away from something, or this could be your person walking away from something, but I feel like it's you. So it's saying the end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both, the opportunity for new happiness, a weight off your shoulders, the end of an addiction, or a melodramatic reaction. Okay, so, you've got your bags packed, okay, and you're ready to walk out of the door. This situation has been very heavy, I feel like, for you, and you're ready to move on to greener pastures, okay? So we've got the Page of Swords under here. This is an air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This is talking about somebody watching. It can also speak of delays because this baggage right here, that's what Spirit is talking about when they talk about releasing all negative energy. It's what you're carrying here. It's what you're taking with you. Some of this baggage could have been picked up in this connection with this person, or where, whatever this is that you're leaving, because we're talking about love. It is a love reading, but whatever this baggage signifies for you, this is what Spirit is referring to when they're saying there's a need to release all negative energy. Okay, because as I've told you in the past, if you've watched me on a regular basis, whatever it is that you don't get rid of, you're going to take it with you right into the next relationship. Okay. So Spirit is just letting you know that it's trying to be adamant to let you know that it is important for you to take a look at this baggage, unpack it, and release it, because there have been a lot of patterns that you've been going through when it comes to relationships and things in your life. And in order for you to, put these things to bed and balance out your life, it's like you've got all this baggage on one side and it's causing your life to be, out of whack, out of balance, basically. Okay. All right. And then we've got the wheel here, the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like this is Spirit saying that, the universe is on your side, because this is talking about a fresh new start or the end of delays. Because remember, we've got this card here. The Page of Swords can speak of delays. Okay. But a sudden, unexpected progress, a very positive change in your life, travel, or a new vehicle. So some of you may be getting a new car, or you may have gotten a new car. This could also speak of you, packing up your bags to go on a trip, to go on a voyage. Maybe you're trying to get away from everything. If you look at this Page of Swords, there is nothing but a bunch of butterflies around this person. So this is also talking about transformation, that this situation, or, whatever you've got going on with this other person, there needs to be some type of change, because like I said, I feel like you may have been stuck in a pattern or stuck in some type of rut where you've been repeating the same things over and over again. But Spirit wants to give you a fresh new start. But as I said, it's going to require you to let go of some things. All right. So let's clarify this Ten of Swords. Okay. So we've got the Seven of Wands. This is talking about the need for you to stand up for yourself. Okay. Because the Seven of Wands in the Rider-Waite deck, it's someone standing between two different pieces of land. There's like a space in between, and they have a wand, and they're trying to defend themselves, and they've got 6 other wands, being thrust at them. And so they've even let's try it again. They even have on 2 different pairs of shoes. Like they have a shoe from one pair of shoes, and then they have a different shoe on the other foot. And I feel like what Spirit is saying is that maybe for you, you have been trying to be 2 different people. Maybe you're one person when you're not around this person we're speaking of, and then when you're with this person, you become someone else, like someone to try and please them. And what Spirit is saying is now is the time for you to look at what is best for you, what is best for you, group 2, and for you to, move on from that. If it means that you have to move on from this person for good, then that's what it means. Because if you look at the Wheel of Fortune, Spirit is telling you that there is good luck on your side. There's a fresh new start on the other side of this. So For those of you who are reluctant, you may be dragging your feet and not wanting to end things. This may be a situation where you're going to have to learn how to stand up for yourself. And in order to do that, you may have to walk away from this situation. Okay. Or this could be for some of you, the desire to walk away from it, because maybe this situation has become exhausting, because usually the 10 of swords is someone laying on the ground with 10 swords in their back. So it could have been a situation where you may have tried to be here for this person in your love life, or someone in the past. You may have tried to be there for them, and all they did was stab you in the back. Okay. This could have been betrayal. It could have been third party situations, cheating, all that type of stuff. Okay. All right. So now we're going to move and we're going to take a look at the past. So we've got release. Then we have the sun. This is Leo energy. And we have the 6 of Cups. Okay. So yeah, this is talking about, for some of you, it is a past life connection. This may have been a childhood sweetheart for some of you. Okay. Someone that may have been from the area where you grew up, or vice versa. Like I said, with the sun, I feel like this person, being with this person, they made you happy. You know, they made you want to choose joy, as the sign here says, because I'm being drawn to look at this sign when we talk about this. And then the one thing I wanted to focus on is the release card here. This card reminds me of the death card. So it is talking about a spiritual transformation, and it's talking about endings that lead to new beginnings. All right. But this death card looks way different than the normal death card, because the normal death card looks all gloom, doom and gloom. But this is an angel, letting you know that you are being, protected. You're being watched over. We have these white roses here, and it's talking about the need for you to release situations or people that hold you back. And I feel like that's what had to happen in the past. That whatever was going on with this person, I feel like, there may have been betrayal on one or both sides. And, maybe you were nostalgic about the situation, and you felt like, because this was someone from your past, you had a lot of fond memories with them, that when they stabbed you in the back, you always tried to look at that and not look at the things that they were doing. But and this person may have felt like the sun for you. This may have been the relationship that you were wanting to have, but things didn't work out, is what I'm feeling from in the past. Okay. But you always have angels all around you, because look, even in this situation where we're looking at the 6 of Cups, there's an angel here in the background. Okay. All right. So let's see where we are now. We've got the renewal card. This is like judgment. We have, well, it is judgment. It's the King of Cups, which is Cancer. For me, it's always Cancer. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. So looking at this, what's happening now is with the Judgment card, or which is renewal, there may be a second chance in love. This can talk about you reviewing the past, taking a look at what happened in the past, and trying to get clarity in your life so you can figure out what it is you want or need to do. But Spirit is telling you that your intuition, with your intuition, you're an empath. You know what it is that you need to do. Okay. The middle card here is talking about, a love relationship. This is the King of Cups. Like I said, for me, it's Cancerian energy, and it's talking about, your desire to want or to have a solid romantic relationship. Okay. And so this is someone, I love this card, because when you look in the book, there's a quote from this king, and the king says, "You are safe with me." So this could be a woman or a man. It doesn't have to just be a man, because there's no gender in tarot. But I feel like you're looking for someone, group 2, that you're gonna feel safe with. You're gonna be able to put down this baggage and let it go for good. You want to stand in the sun and have all the things that are in the dark come to light. You want someone with whom you can open yourself up fully and be who you truly are. Okay. And I feel like, you have been planning, you've been trying to put your life in order. Okay. Do the things that you're passionate about. You're trying to live your life for yourself, and so that you can turn it all around. All right. Okay, so when it comes to the future, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So there is someone coming towards you. This is an earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart towards Virgo, Capricorn. And then we have the Three of Cups. And then the last card we have is balance. This is what we were talking about, right? This is the Sagittarius energy. It is the equivalent, this card is, of temperance. And so Spirit is telling you, you have someone coming towards you. It's the Knight of Pentacles. It's the slowest knight in the deck, but they are coming towards you, okay? And then we're talking about a time where you're going to come together. This could be a coming together of your community, your family. It could be your friends, but I also feel like it's this night coming towards you, and that there's going to be something to celebrate, all right? But it's going to require you to achieve and maintain balance, okay? Because the temperance card is all about reconciliation, but it's also about moderation, okay? Like reconciliation or reunion, but there must be moderation. There has to be balance in order for you not to lose who you are, lose yourself in a relationship. And I feel like that's what Spirit is talking about with this. Okay, Spirit is saying that there is someone coming towards you with whom you're going to feel safe. They're moving slowly, but it's to give you a chance to get yourself together and for them to do what they need to do to get themselves together as well. All right. Okay. So, but before you go, we're going to take a look at these tea leaf cards. I wanted to draw 3, but Spirit gave you 4. So let's see what Spirit has to tell you. The first one says harp. It says great happiness. So that's what I was telling you. I feel like whoever this person is here, the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, this person is going to be someone that helps to bring you great happiness in your life. Okay. Then we've got flowers. Again, happiness is showing up again. So I feel like it's talking about both of these cards here, and this coming together, this reunion, this reconciliation that you're going to have. Like I said, just because I'm saying reconciliation, I know it could mean someone from the past, but for all of you, I don't think that it's someone from this lifetime. It could be from another lifetime, because the Six of Cups can speak of someone coming back from a different lifetime. Okay. Then we've got vine. It says seek out information that will help you. So I feel like you're planning, you're about to take action on some things to, find your happiness, because I feel like that's what this is about. The balance that you need is for you to find what makes group 2 happy. What it is that's going to make you happy, that's what's going to bring balance into the other areas of your life, so that you'll be open to someone coming in that will come with happiness. Because remember, it's a reflection. So you got to be happy first in order to bring somebody in who's going to make you happy. Okay. Who's going to add to that happiness. Let's say that. And then the last card, it says psychic ability, trust your intuition. Remember, I said that earlier with this renewal card. You know what it is that you need to do. Okay. I feel like deep down that you already know, your intuition has been telling you. You have all these spirit guides and angels around you who are guiding you. And so pay attention to the signs and the symbols and the things that they're sending you, the information they're sending you, because you're not alone. Okay. All right. So before you go, we're going to take a look at the love notes. We're going to get some messages from your person. Okay. See what they want to tell you. Okay. All right. So we got 3. Okay. First card. It says, I don't know why I let you go. I feel like this has to do with this person from the past here. Okay. It may have been a situation where they broke up with you and now they're starting to second guess what they did. Okay. Because maybe they've been out there and they realize the grass is not always greener on the other side. And they may attempt to come back. You may have options. It may be a new person, because this is, 2 different people here showing up. So for some of you, you may have options. Okay. You may have someone new show up in your life who makes you happy. And then this person may come back from the past, because like I said, once you work on yourself, you work on your happiness, and your joy, then that's when, a lot of times people will start to show up from the past, but they will show up differently because you are showing up differently. Okay. Then we've got, you are my Two of Cups. You are my soulmate. I feel like this is representative of this King of Cups here. Remember, I told you this person is saying you are safe with me. So this is someone who wants to come in. The two of you will have a lot of things in common. There's someone who will really care for you, really take care of you. They will really love you a lot of times. The Two of Cups is seen as the twin flame card, but this, I feel like, is a soulmate that's coming into your life, and wanting to make your life better. Okay. Last card is, I wanted to play the field, and now look where that got me. Nowhere. So again, I feel like it's this person from the past that's waking up now and realizing that they messed up. Okay. Because like I said, with this Ten of Swords, I feel like some of you have been stabbed in the back repeatedly by this person here. These two messages here. I feel like these two messages are from the person from the past, and this message is coming from the person that's coming towards you now. And so you've got to pull these swords out of your back, unpack the baggage, heal these wounds so that you can be open to this new love that's coming towards you. Okay. I hope this helped group 2. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and have a good rest of your month, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, if you chose the third card in the picture, this is your reading, okay, for group 3. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to take a look at what's going on in your love life, in your life in general, whatever spirit chooses to bring forth. And we're going to start with a Soul's Journey Lessons card. Then we're going to clarify. We'll do some tarot. And then we're going to get some tea leaf cards and some messages from your person. Okay. So let's start off with the Soul's Journey Lessons card. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and, enjoy your reading. Okay. So the card that fell is blame. It says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. So I feel like with this card, what Spirit is talking about, this is actually something that I spoke about with group 2. So if you're interested, you can take a look at group 2 and some of the things that I talked about with them, because it's similar to this. They didn't get the blame card, but we touched upon blame when, we explored the reading. So with blame, I feel like what Spirit is saying is that what I always say, when you point the finger at someone else, there are 3 fingers pointing back at you, and you have to take responsibility for what's going on your end of things as well. I'm not saying when other people, do wrong or they mistreat you, so on and so forth, that, they shouldn't be held accountable. But you also have to realize, ask yourself, what energy are you sitting in? How are you identifying? Are you identifying as someone who always gets treated badly, or people always do certain things to you? Because whether we want to, want to believe it or not, or whether we're okay with it or not, the way this universe works, the way this life works, it has to do with the energy you're sitting in. That's what you're going to pull from other people. And it took me a long time to learn this lesson. And so I can understand if there's resistance. I can understand if you feel a certain way, because I used to feel that way as well. But when I started to look at myself, look at those 3 fingers that were pointing back at me, and start to assess what was going on in my life, and I made changes, then things started to change on the outside, okay, when it came to relationships. All right, so let's start by clarifying the blame card. So we're going to take a look at the Divine Love Oracle and see what Spirit wants to tell you. Okay, so first card that turned says promises. Past promise will soon be delivered. So if there was some type of situation where you were promised something, or maybe it's something that you may have promised yourself, Spirit is telling you the time has come for that promise to be delivered. Okay. All right. The second card that fell says compromise. both parties need to work together to come to a settlement. Okay, since this is a love reading, Spirit is telling you that whatever's going on with you and your person, or the person to come, or, like I said, if it's someone from the past, because it's going to be for some of you, it's going to be someone from the past. Spirit is saying that both of you need to work together to come to a compromise, because it's not all about what you want. It's not all about what the other person wants as well. It's about how the two of you can come together to resolve things. Okay, if you're having issues. The last card that fell is Karmic Cycle. It says someone has to learn this invaluable life lesson to set their soul free. So there may be some karmic things that are happening to you in this situation, okay? And you may want to blame everybody else, because that's how we were brought up. We were brought up to, point the finger at other people when we get hurt, so on and so forth. And like I said, I'm not saying that what the other person does, that they, that they deserve a pass, and that they should be allowed to do whatever they want to do. But as I'm, trying to explain, it's the energy you're sitting in. So if you're sitting in an energy where you're attracting people to where they show up in a way that, is mistreating, you feel like you're being mistreated, you feel like, you're getting the short end of the stick, you have to look at the way you're identifying. Because if you're telling yourself the story, okay, everyone treats you badly, no one respects you, you feel rejected, you feel abandoned, all these things, then that's what's going to perpetuate on the outside. Because remember, as I always tell you, it starts from within. So the big thing for me on this channel is to get you to the place where you're not looking at blame, where your life is going in the direction you're wanting it to go in. And so if you want to do that, like I said, the way the laws of this universe work, it starts with you looking within and, starting to change that story that you're telling yourself to something new. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and we're going to move on to the tarot and see what else Spirit wants to tell you. Okay, here we go. I've got the cards. I went ahead and pulled the cards ahead of time so that, we conserve time and you're able to just, we're able to dive into the reading. Okay, so we've got 9 cards. The first row represents the recent past. This is what's currently going on. And then we have another row at the bottom that you won't be able to see. I'm going to pull each card up so you can see it. That represents the future. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your overall energy, what we have is the dreamer. So this is like the Fool. It says a new start. Trust yourself. Push your fears aside and take a leap of faith. Okay. If you're wanting to change things, group 3, all right, this is what Spirit is advising you to do, to start to trust in the universe and know that if you make the changes that you need to make, you're going to be able to have the type of life that you want to have. Okay. We don't want, I know none of us want to have a life where we're blaming people and there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of arguing, a lot of, bad mojo and all of that stuff. We don't want that. So this is about the reversal, about you doing what it is that you need to do to fix your situation. Okay. Because you can fix it. It can be fixed is what Spirit is telling you. Okay. So we've got the 8 of Wands under this. Okay. This card is talking about too much going on. This is a manifestation card. So you may be trying to manifest too many things at one time. This can talk about, what do they call it? I think it's eustress, the stress that's caused by many positive opportunities, unexpected events or rapid changes, the ability to multitask, business travel. So I feel like, you've got some good things coming to you, some positive events happening, but it may be too much at one time. You may be feeling overwhelmed by whatever is going on. Okay. And then under this, we've got the King of Coins, the King, which is the King of Pentacles. So this is an earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this is talking about someone who's compassionate, someone who's accomplished, charismatic, grounded. This can be a time of success. So you may be having you may be having a good period when it comes to finances. Okay. So you may be financially secure and prosperous right now. Okay. Have the Midas touch. Everything you touch turns to gold. Things turning out beautifully. All right. This could also represent your person. as well, because it's, it's the King of Pentacles. This is one of the more grounded kings, because this is the, earth energy. So this is someone who is slow, but not in a bad way, like patient, dependable, that type of person. Someone who may be frugal with their money. They may have a lot of it, but they're not someone who, spends it carelessly. Okay. This can also speak of you having found the person that you want to be with as well. And these are the qualities that represent this person. Okay. But under this, we have the Five of Wands. This talks about conflict. It can talk about inner and outer conflict. It's saying conflicts with others caused by opposing opinions. Walk away from drama unless the situation is really worth your time, and then stand up for yourself. So this is about Spirit telling you need to pick your battles. Pick the arguments that you feel like you need to stand your ground on. Otherwise, if it's something that you're not going to remember why you argued, 5 years from now or a year from now, then just let it go. Okay. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying the Dreamer, which is the Fool card. The Dreamer. Ooh. Okay. We had two cards that fell. We've got the Ten of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Swords. So like I said, the money theme is coming up. So for some of you, you could be in a very fruitful period of your time, period of your life where you've gotten things, going when it comes to your money, that where you're finally starting to succeed. If you've been having money issues in the past, this seems like now you're having a reversal and you're moving off in a different direction, the way that you were wanting it to move. And I feel like that's why this Eight of Wands is showing up, because it's something that you've been trying to manifest. And I feel like you're finally succeeding. Then we've got the Knight of Swords, air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This could be a situation where the money comes out of nowhere. This could also speak of someone coming back towards you, with the truth, because the swords are all about truth. This is also a mental thing. This could be someone thinking of doing this. For others of you, this could be a situation where a relationship is no longer working for you and you're wanting to move out of it, or the other person is. It could also represent, like I said, someone coming in out of nowhere in order to sweep you off your feet with the Knight of Swords, because this is very fast moving energy. Okay. It's not the fastest, because the fastest is the wands, the suit of wands, the Knight of Wands, but it's pretty fast. Okay. And it has to do, like I said, with truth. So let's start with this first row. This is the recent past. We have the Queen of Cups. All right. This is Scorpio for me. We have the Lovers, Gemini energy, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is about a couple, because we have the Queen and the King of Pentacles here. So this may have been someone that you were with in the past. You could still be with this person, because it's showing up in the past. So that's why I said it could be someone from the past. But for some of you, this could be someone that you aspired to be with in the past. But I feel like both of you, whenever you came together or whatever's happening, at one point you saw each other as that person that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with. Okay. With the Queen of Cups and the Lovers, this is about that relationship that we all want, that Hallmark relationship, that relationship that we see, that we read about in, books and things like that, where, you vibe on every level. This is like true love. And I feel like what needed to happen for this to move forward, or for it to sustain itself, was for someone, one or the both of you, to come forward and be honest about how you feel, because the Queen of Cups can talk about the need to do that, the need to be very honest about your feelings. Okay, so let's move forward to what's going on now. We've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, that's a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The middle card, which is the most important card for me, is the Three of Cups. And then we've got ego. So this is like, it's number 15. So it represents the devil. Okay. So the devil is Capricorn energy. So what's currently going on now, I feel like, is you are coming into your own element. I feel like that's why the Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords are showing up, because you are becoming a mover and a shaker. Okay. You're shaking up things and doing what it is that you need to do in order to move forward in your life, at least where, when it comes to like money, the monetary side of your life, your career, so on and so forth. So like I said, things may be taking off in those areas. With the Three of Cups, like I said, this is the most important card to me. It's the one that sits in the middle of this reading. And I feel like what this is talking about is reunion. You may want to reunite with this person, but for some of you, this may be this person wanting to reunite with you, because I feel like both of you, as I said before, saw each other as the person that you could have that long-term relationship with, have that true love with, and something went wrong, I feel like, for some of you. Okay? And then with the ego card, like I said, it's the devil. We can talk about this connection being very passionate. This is also a situation where there might have been obsession or some type of toxicity in the relationship that may have been what caused it to go off the rails. Okay? Okay, so when we come to the future, we've got three cards that fell. We have the Empress. We have the Release card. This is like the Death card. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. So in the immediate future, this is about you sitting in this Empress energy. This is Taurus Libra energy. It's talking about, like I said, I feel like the Queen of Wands for me is a precursor to you jumping into this Empress energy, because you've got almost all the queens here, and except for the Queen of Swords. And I feel like, with the Empress, she has the best qualities of all the queens. And I feel like that's what's happening, that you are, over time, you're morphing into this Empress, that has all the best qualities of the queen. Like I said, you can be male or female, because there's no gender in tarot. Okay. So this is talking about you stepping into that energy and becoming a divine counterpart. I feel like that may have been one of the things that needed to happen in order for this connection to take off, or for any future connections to take off, with soulmates, so on and so forth. But if this is a twin flame connection, because we've got the twins here, the lovers, it's the Gemini is the twins. It could be a situation where, you are preparing yourself to come together with this person for a second time, because the first time, you got together, as we just talked about, things fell apart for some reason. All right. So we've got the Release card and the Two of Pentacles. So this is about you transforming, I feel like, into this divine counterpart. Okay. Because I feel like you are the one that's going to lead the way into the transformation, because remember, I told you it's the energy you sit in. When you sit in this energy, then your other half is going to be able to sit in their energy as well and come forward as the Emperor. Okay. And this can also talk about, things needing to end, whatever this is that happened in the past, where the two of you met each other. You might have been triggered, you might have pulled some things out of each other, but it was a good thing, even though it didn't feel like it, because these are things, if they're coming to the surface, Group 3, there are things that need to be healed in order for you to be able to move forward. So I feel like you are healing those things, because you are having advances when it comes to your career and when it comes to your money. And, you are stepping into the energy where you're able to stand in your truth, I feel like, with this Knight of Swords. And so because of that, I feel like your life is slowly turning in the direction that you're wanting it to, and that you are headed towards a reunion, but you have to keep going. Okay. This is saying the need to release situations or people that hold you back. Some of you may need to release this person fully and move on with your life, because like I said, what is for you will not pass you by, Group 3. Remember that. What is for you is not going to go anywhere. Okay. It may go somewhere for a little while, but it's eventually going to come back. If that's what, if you and this person are meant to be, it's going to come back. But it requires you to focus on yourself, because like I said, we were taught to look outside of ourselves, to try to fix things from the outside. And that's not how this universe works. You have to do as much work as you can on yourself, so that you can step into the energy that you need to step into, so that you start to bring in the things you're wanting to bring in. And I feel like you are doing that, because that's why this Ten of Pentacles is showing up. You got the Eight of Wands under here, this fresh new start that you're taking. Like I said, don't let it be a situation to where you're focusing on other people. Keep the focus on yourself. Love on yourself. Love yourself so much till anyone that comes into your energy, they have no choice but to love you the same way that you love yourself. That's what this is about. It's about self-actualization. Okay. All right. So we have the Two of Pentacles here. This I feel like is a little bit of a warning here, okay? It's talking about working too hard or having multiple jobs, the need to bring balance and fun into your life, okay? Spirit jumps on me about this all the time. They get on me all the time about this because I tend to be a workaholic. When I put myself into something, I'm there, 100%, and I'm giving it my all. And sometimes I do it to the exclusion of other areas of my life. And so this is something that I currently work on, and I feel like I resonate a lot with group 3, with the things that are coming through in these cards. And I feel like Spirit is just, lightly giving you, a nudge to tell you, don't overdo it. That, yeah, your money may be blowing up, your career may be blowing up, and you may be running, going off in the direction you're wanting to, and having a lot of good times when it comes to your career. And congratulations, it's a beautiful thing, but don't allow that to be the only thing that's happening in your life. Work on having balance in other areas of your life, okay? Take time off. It's okay to put stuff down, even though it's going the way you want it to go. Don't be afraid to put it down or set it aside for just a little while to give yourself a break, because even if it's something you love, you don't want to be burnt out. That's the thing you have to be careful with, because even something you love can become drudgery if you allow yourself to burn out on it. Okay? All right. Okay, so we are going to look at 3 tea leaf cards that I pulled off camera to see what else Spirit wants to tell you, about this month's reading, okay? So the first card says Fair Woman. It says dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. So for some of you, this could represent your person. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a woman. It could be a man. No gender in tarot. But there may be someone, it could be, a family member or friend, or someone that's coming into your life that's going to help you with some things in, pertaining to your situation, okay? Then we've got V. It says victory and some endeavor. And I feel like this victory Spirit is talking about has to do with this 10 of Pentacles, with your career options. I feel like maybe you were able to overcome what happened here in the recent past with this person, because this person meant a lot to you with the Lover's card, okay? And I feel like you meant a lot to them too, even if they didn't show it to you while the two of you were together. And I feel like there may be some reconsideration going on. Let me just say it like this. The person can only show up, group 3, the way that you're showing up. So if you're showing up and you're telling yourself a story that you get mistreated by other people, then that person can only show up in your energy and mistreat you, okay? That may sound like, crazy to some of you, but this is the way the universe works, okay? If you're wanting things to change, you have to start to look at yourself a different way if you want other people to look at you a different way, is basically what I'm saying. So I feel like you are headed in the right direction, because things are starting to look up for you when it comes to money and when it comes to career. But remember, this is not everything, okay? Money and career and doing things you love is really good, but it's about balance. Remember, we just talked about that. You want to have everything, every area of your life popping. And so in order for that to happen, you've got to, put all, as I always talk about, those of you who have been watching me for years, you have to put, your eggs, the right amount of eggs in each basket. Oh, let me try it again. You have to put the right amount of eggs in each basket. So you got to put, if you got enough for one egg and all, to put one egg in all your baskets, do that. Don't take all the eggs and put them in the career basket and then expect all the other areas of your life to be thriving, because it's not going to work like that. You have to give each area of your life some of your attention. Okay. And I understand for some of you, you may be giving, your career a lot of attention because you're trying to get it off the ground, or, it's finally starting to move the way you're wanting it to move. And that's a good thing, but don't take your eye off the prize and realize that there are other things you need to pay attention to in your life as well. Like if you want your relationships to improve, you got to work on whatever it is within yourself. Like whatever it was you chose to work on to bring your money to fruition, to bring your career to fruition the way that it is, to make it thrive now. That's the same thing you have to do for relationships. You got to look at your relationships and ask yourself, what is it that I'm believing about my relationships? What am I telling myself? Because if the story you're telling yourself is not what you want to see on the outside, then that's why you're not happy with the way things are going. Okay? All right. And then the last card says desk. It says pay attention to your work. So I just feel like this is Spirit again saying, you know, work is important, money is important, you know, you need to put attention in the work as well, but don't forget you have other areas of your life as well. You've got, you know, social life, you've got, you know, your relationship, you know, if you're in a relationship with someone or you're wanting to be in a relationship with someone, you've got time, have to have time for yourself, to love on yourself, and to really look and see the type of person you are, find out what makes you happy. Because in order for you to put those eggs in all those other baskets, you got to know what you want in each area of your life. Okay. I know it's a lot. I know it's heavy, but this is about, you know, trying to get your life together. Okay. Because I feel like 2024 is the year for all of us to reverse things and to get things moving in the direction we want it to, but it's going to require some work on our end. Okay. All right. So before you go, we're going to take a look at the soulmate love messages, and we're going to get some messages from your person and see what they want to tell you. Okay. So we've got 3 cards that fell. The first one says, even though we are so different, I feel so connected to you. Okay, so this person, like I said, I feel like this is from the person in the past. You know, the connection is still there, even if the two of you aren't together right now. But you have the way things are headed. If you want to get back together with this person, you have a chance to do that. But you have to come as a different person. You can't be the old person you were and have this connection work out. Okay. All right. Then we've got me plus you equals power couple. So you and this person, or, you know, whoever it is you decide to be with, you have the power to really be a power couple. Because look, I feel like this has to do with the Queen and the King of Pentacles here, because I see both. Remember, I told you this was a couple earlier in the reading, because you can't make this up. So this is talking about you and this person being a power couple. So the two of you have the capacity, you have the potential to be a power couple together. You just got to get yourself together, because I feel like you're coming into your own. This person may already be in their own, because they're showing up as a you know, either a king or a queen. And I feel like, you know, if you want to come back together with this person or whoever it is you're going to be attracting in the future, the two of you have the potential to be a power couple because of the energy you're now sitting in. Because I don't feel like this 10 of Pentacles energy was where you were in the beginning. I feel like you've worked until you've gotten to this point. And congratulations, group 3, because I know it wasn't easy. Okay, because look at all these pentacles around this man. You know, he's older. You can tell he's been working at this for a long time. So I feel like where you are when it comes to, you know, when it comes to monetarily and when it comes to your career, you are in a good place. And Spirit is telling you to pay attention to your work, but not to the point where you're ignoring everything else in your life, is what I feel like they're saying. Okay. All right. The last card they're giving you is, when I'm sad, I look at your pictures and I feel better. So this person, whoever they are, I feel like they have not completely let you go. I feel like you haven't let them go. And for some of you, whoever this is that I'm reading for, they want to reconcile with this person. For others of you, it could be someone new that you're wanting to come in. But I see this whole journey as like, you know, a journey where you're stepping into the new person that you're becoming. And either there's going to be someone coming back from your past for some of you, and for others of you, it's whoever you're going to attract once you're that different person. But I feel like you're on your way. Okay. All right. I hope this helped. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And, you know, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.